In this video, I will explain you network or cloud and EVE-NG. Let me show you by the way. So if we go to EVE-NG, right click here. So here you're gonna find a network. So why we are using this network? What is the purpose? We're gonna see that one. So basically these are the virtual connection that let your lab devices, whatever devices you have, firewall, switches, router, so they can talk to each other or to outside world. So it means you can use this network to connect to inside, either outside. Okay, maybe you want to connect to the internet, so you can use these network cloud. So if I click on this one, okay, so on the top, number of network you want to add, okay, how many you want, so you can put by default is one. Here you can give them a name. Suppose if I say bridge, okay, and after that you can choose any icon, whatever you like, and these are the different type of the network clouds. So the first one is bridge. A bridge basically is unmanaged switch. It is like a hub. So if you want to connect different devices, okay, so you can use this bridge network. So it's like a unmanaged switch or hub to connect different devices, and click save. So I choose the first one to explain you this one. Okay, so this is bridge, and let's go to nodes. So let's go to VPC. Let me take any devices. It can be any. Suppose if I take 5 devices and click save. So what I want, suppose if I want to connect these devices, okay, to each other, so I can use this bridge cloud. Just click save, click here to connect, okay, and click on this one to connect, and let me click on this one to connect, and finally this one. Okay, so when you start these devices and assign IP addresses, so they can talk to each other. So for this purpose I use this bridge cloud or network, and you can connect as many you want. So you can use this one for connectivity inside. Now coming to the next one, if I right click here, let me right click here, go to network. The next one is internal 123, private 123, and NAT. Okay, forget about these one. These are only available in the professional edition because I'm using professional editions. But if you have a community edition, so after the bridge you're gonna find management cloud 0, cloud 1, 2, 3 up to 9. Okay, so let's discuss these one. These are again internally used. So we're gonna start, and this one will provide you the connectivity for internet and professional edition. So forget about this. Just let's start from the management cloud 0 to 9. So how these clouds work is totally depend on your EVE-NG. If I go to EVE-NG, go to setting, okay, and here is how many network adapter you have. So in my case I have network adapter 1, which is bridge, then 2, which is NAT, and then 3, which is host only. So it means I can utilize only 3 clouds here, and those cloud will start from 0, okay, not from bridge. Bridge is used for internal purpose. So it means cloud 0 in my case is this one, bridge, the first one. Then the second one is cloud 1, then the third one is cloud 2. Okay, I mentioned here maybe, so here is. So it means bridge we already discussed, this is just used for internal connectivity purpose. So management cloud 0 is your first adapter, cloud 1 is your second adapter, cloud 2 is your third adapter, and so on. How many adapter you have connected, so that much cloud you can use. Okay, so these are the connectivity metrics, how you can use them. So now how we know the range to use them, and what is nest, host, and bridge. Okay, so if you go back, so bridge is basically, if I go back to this VM, edit, and go to virtual network editor, okay, here, and let me change the setting so that it can show the bridge as well. Here is, so the first one is a bridge. Bridge is auto bridging. So auto bridge means whatever your computer is connected right now, I'm connected through what is called through cable, so it will get that range IP. Either you can choose your, right now I have these adapter, I can connect to any of these. This one is the Wi-Fi one, I can connect to Wi-Fi as well, and I can connect to, so better make them automatic. So whatever your host machine is connected, it will take that range IP. So in this case, because right now my range is 192.168, if I go to network adapter and if I go to Ethernet, so the range is 192.168.100. so it means it will take that range automatically, and it can pass them to the EVE-NG management. So if I'm using management cloud, it will take 192.168.100 because that one is the first adapter here. And as I explain you here, the first adapter is, in my case now, is bridge. Okay, similarly, let's go back to the second one which I was talking about, is the NAT one. So NAT range is this one, 192.168.114. okay, similarly the host one is 192.168.159. so these are my three range. Now let's verify that is true or not, that it is work like this. So the bridge, the first, it means my management will get range of 192.168.100 in my case. In your case it will be different. NAT is my second adapter, it means cloud 1 will take 192.168.114. and what was the third range? So we can go back to verify. If I go to edit virtual network editor, so the host only is 159. so let's verify. How we can verify? So let's right click, go to network, and let's go to management, and let me write down here management. Okay, MGM suppose, and let me type cloud 0 as well because it's a cloud 0 as well, and click save. So this is cloud 0. Right click and let's go to cloud 1, and let me write down here cloud 1. okay, because I'm using 3 adapter. In your case, if it is 2 adapter, so you can just utilize 2 cloud, and the third cloud 2. okay, cloud 2. okay, and here is, so these are my 3 cloud because I'm using 3 adapter as I show you. Now how I can verify? So the simple thing is, let's go to node, and you can take any device. In my case I'm taking VPC, which is simple. So let me take 3 VPC. okay, and let's connect this to management cloud 0. Let's connect this to cloud 1, and let's connect this one to cloud 2. okay, and let's start this device, let's start this one, and let's start this one. okay, so as per my setting, okay, and as per my understanding, so it means the first one will take 192.168.100 range IP. okay, it can be, I think so, it's 24. okay, so let me make them bold, and let me duplicate, because cloud 0 is my first adapter there, and when I check, so it is bridge, and my bridge is my this adapter, and the range is 100. The next one is the NAT one. So in my NAT it is 114. so it means the second will take 114. If I go back, here is 114, and the third one is 159. okay, so let's go back to 159. so let me change the third, 159. Why I'm saying like this? If I go back, let me explain you again, because I'm using 3 adapter. The first one is bridge, and bridge is my this adapter, and the range I just show you 192.168.100. Second is NAT, and I show you the NAT range is 192.168.114, and the third one is host only, which is 159, and I can see these 3 adapter here. So 159 and 114 NAT, and the bridge one you can see change setting, so you can see them, the bridge. However, it will not show you the subnet, but it is bridge means it will connect them to your network, whatever your host machine connected. Right now I'm connected through cable. Okay, so now let's verify that it's true or not. So let's go to this PC, VPC. Okay, and they say goodbye. So let me stop and start again. Okay, let's go to this one, and there is some issue in this one. Let me, you can use any other device as well, it's not necessary, but this one start quickly, so that's why if it is giving issue. So let's go to this one. Okay, so I can say IP DHCP. By the way, I'm in this one, so it means cloud one will give us 192.168.114 range. Yeah, you can see 192.168.114, 194. I get this one because there is a DHCP configure. If I go to virtual network editor, so 114 and DHCP is enabled, and this is the DHCP range, and the gateway is 114.2. okay, the net. Okay, now let's go back and let's try this one. So if I type IP DHCP, so this is the easy way to find out that what is the range of cloud. So this is 159 because this is cloud 2, and cloud 2 is basically the host only, because this one is management cloud, this is cloud 1, this is cloud 2, and the host only adapter range is, which we check here, is 159, and I get that one. You can see 159. The only thing is left the first one. So let's remove this VPC. It's not working. So let me stop this one and let me delete, and let's delete this one, and let me take this one and let's connect one to, okay, and let me start and let's verify. I don't know why it's not working. So what we can do, we can, okay, I will show you. I will connect something else. Let's see, I can connect this one or not. If this one is working, yeah, this one is working. So let me delete from here and let me connect them to cloud. Okay, and now let's see IP DHCP. It will get 192.168.100 range. Okay, so let's see it getting the same range which we are talking. Yeah, so you can see 100. Now there is some issue, so it's the VPC disconnect. Now coming to which one we can use for internet access. So for internet access, you can use the bridge one and NAT. So bridge one, it will provide you internet, and NAT will provide you internet. Host only is used if you want to access this device here in your host machine. So for connectivity purpose, to access these devices you can use, okay, and these two will provide you internet. So if I go to this one and if I try to ping yahoo.com, so it should work because this is NAT, you can see. And similarly, if you ping from here, because bridge and the NAT one will provide you, however this one will not work, there is no internet. So if I try to yahoo.com, okay, so it's not working. You can see. Now what is the purpose? So the purpose of this one, suppose if you have a server or whatever and you want to access them, suppose, let me stop this one and let me delete, and let me take a server, suppose Linux, a router or whatever, a firewall, anything. If you want to access them, suppose if I take this one, okay, let me connect this to here. So keep in mind, this is the host only, so host only will not provide you internet access. However, any device, if you want to access them from your EVE-NG to your host machine, so you can use this one. So let's go to this Linux machine, and if it is start, so that I can show you, you can utilize this one to access the device. So let's see, just wait for a while so that this device start. Okay, and the other two, you can use them to access these devices, either to provide them internet. Maybe you have a lab and you need internet access, so you can utilize the bridge one and NAT one. Okay, let's go back. Has started or not yet, so that I can show you. Let me open it again. Right, so it's gonna take some time. Then I will log in and it will get the IP automatically, because DHCP is enabled on all three cloud, so they can get the IP address. Either we can assign them statically from the same range. Right, so let's see. Yeah, it's come up, and let me type test123. This is the password for this machine, Linux machine, and I just want to show you that how you can access them. So let them start. Okay, and it will get the IP. If we check the IP address, let's see, it's get the IP or not. IP address, yeah, so it's get this IP. So I can use this IP in the browser, which is 159.137. So I can use HTTP 192.168.159.137.8080. So because I configure this API on this one, okay, it's locally connected, it's automatically, I make them as an API server, this Ubuntu. So when I type this IP in the browser, so I access in my, you see, the Linux machine is inside the EVE-NG, but I access them outside in my host machine through this cloud. So this cloud helped me. You see, this is Linux inside machine. If I type localhost and 8080, so you see, this is the API which is configured inside, and I can access them outside. Sorry, this is HTTPS. No, it's HTTP. So it will open. So basically this Ubuntu is the API server, and I access them outside. Let me show you by localhost, so that it's confirmed that yes, this is the Linux machine, and it can be a router, it can be a firewall, it can be anything. So you can easily access these devices outside in your machine like this, and you can configure them, and it will save the setting. Yeah, it's come up, you see, right? However, there is no internet access. This is the host only. Similarly, if I connect this device to cloud one, so it will get internet as well, and whatever the IP is assigned, I can access them like this, but it will be changed 192.168.114. and if I connect them here, so the range will be 192.168.100. okay, so this device can access internet as well. Right now there is no internet. Okay, so this is the main purpose of these cloud. So in the future, suppose if you want to do any lab, okay, if I go to any of my lab, so you're gonna find these cloud which I utilize. Like here, this 40 web, how I can connect them? So this management PC is basically a cloud. You see, management cloud. So which range it will get? I just show you now, 192.168.100 range, and it can be any IP. Either statically you can assign from the same range. In this case, I assigned 210. Similarly, this is firewall, and this is again a cloud. I change the icon. I just show you how you can change the icon. Just click and you can give them any. Okay, and type is management cloud. So in my all lab, you're gonna see these cloud. So whenever, what you can do, if you are using the same lab and import, you can keep all the thing the same, only your management will be different as per the setting. I show you how you can get this one, and how, which adapter is your first one. In my case, first one is bridge, then NAT, and then host only. In your case, it will be different. So you can find your range as simply as I show you here, that you can easily find out by this method. Okay, you can just connect cloud 0, cloud 1, cloud 2, connect any VPC and type IP DHCP, and it will provide you the IP address, and this way you can find out your cloud range, that which range you have and how many cloud you are utilizing. As also this cloud connected to your first, second, third. In my case, I have 3 adapter. If you are using only one, it means you can use only one cloud, which is management cloud 0. If you are using 2, it means cloud 1, cloud 0 and cloud 1. And if you are using 3, 4, 5, you can add as many adapter. Again, you can use the same host again, so it will be the same range. So it's up to you how you can use them. I hope so it's clear that what is the purpose of this network or cloud and EVE-NG, and how you can utilize them in your lab to access the devices. Thank you.